Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, it's vital that I remember to click the right button. I was just going to do it really smoothly. But I messed up. I screwed up. I did not do it right. One second, I'm going to click this thing over here. I got to remember to do a lot of things. I'm a little overloaded. I have to send a link to somebody whose name I can't remember, who's coming on as a guest tonight, who's very eager, very, very eager. And I have to tell you, I don't really understand what he's doing. I listen, I'll take you on that journey with me. I will take you on that journey with me. And yeah, as always, listen, from my perspective, in my point of view, I think it's an interesting journey. So he's been very eager. He's been wanting to come from for a long time. And I've been dragging my feet about it, right? It's because I had a lot going on at the high holidays and everything. It is very nice. But I think bottom line is I just don't understand what he's doing at all. I just don't understand it. Yeah, I'm like, and when you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah. I mean, a lot of you anyway will be like, oh, okay, that's fair enough. We do have the interesting Grant Morrison story. For me, it's a bit of a non-story, or is it? Because Comic-Con is about to drop. Comic-Con is on Thursday, right? And they got to tell us something by Comic-Con, because these rumors going backwards and forwards. I mean, it's I don't know. I think they got to announce they're filming or they're not. She's staying or she's going. They got to I think she's going. I don't know. But I really want her to be going as well. I mean, look, Chibnall's awful. Okay, let's be clear. Chibnall's just awful. And there's nothing good, of that I can imagine him doing. But maybe, okay, I'm just saying maybe, some fluke, utter fluke. When they knock the ball in the net, just do it the perfect shot, and it was a trick shot, and it wasn't intentional, right? And it was maybe, okay, let's say Jodie goes, right? And they save face, and I kind of like the idea of a Dr. Ruth season. I think that again, start from absolute scratch, have nothing, have no connection to anything else. Just have Dr. Ruth have an adventure. Don't explain who she is. Just pilot episode. That's how you do it. Just don't even acknowledge anything, and then have new. I see. I'm so much better a writer than Chibnall. It's okay. This is what you do. Okay, this is what I would do. They say, listen, you got Doctor Who, but you got this mess. You got this mess, and you can't be too much of a dick about it, right? You can't be and they woke up and it was a dream, right? Which is what I would like. Yeah, they can't be. You can't unwind. You can't undo it very publicly. Okay, that's what you can't do. And we want to have a complete start over. We want to and we do like the idea of a black female doctor. I think that's a good message to send. They're the parameters you're working with. We thought that Joe Martin that was a good interview. I think she can carry this. Personally, first thing I would do, I would change her costume. I want to give her a girly costume, but the delivery she gave, which was a very contemporary delivery, didn't work in the very stuffy costume. It was too contradictory. Yeah, it's coming. Oh my god, I told you, I was excited. Fine. Yeah, that was it. Manny is his name. He's very excited. Okay, I'm going to ask you. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to talk about what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you the overview of what we're talking about tonight. And then I'm going to ask you what you want me to go to first. Grant Morrison, Sylvester McCoy. We can have a quick look at. There's a new DVD we can talk about. We can have a quick look at bounding into comics and we'll have a look at the news sites together, see if anything's happening before we go. And we got this guy, Manny. I'm going to let you in the chat. Decide which story we go to, right? Because that's unless I don't want to do it. But I'd probably be okay. Okay, it's bloody here, Manny. Oh, this guy's so obviously Jewish. He's so pushy. He's so one of the tribe. Yeah, that stereotype is true. Oh, we're such dicks. Yeah, basically, look, Jews are dicks. That's true. It's true. That's why the Holocaust could happen. Because a lot of Germans went, that Finkelstein's a bit of a dick, right? And they're like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, I think that's how the Holocaust happened, because Jews can be a bit of a dick, and they do end up like, if you owe money or something, like, Jews are, yeah. I mean, look, lots of people be, but there's a special Jewy type dickens, and they do, listen, Family Guy, for example, Multi Guy, they do call it that. That is my people, right? That is a fair representation. I mean, look, you got the Israeli kinds, which are like, hold my Uzi while I take a leak. We have those type of Jews here. Where everyone's good looking. Like, every woman is Gal Gadot, right? Everyone is Gal Gadot and kind of better looking. A lot like, the barista is Gal Gadot. Everyone is good looking. Everyone is safe. And there's me. Like, hi, I'm European. And they look at me with like admiration and pity, like that. If you remember, we talked about The Fly 2, right? The Fly 2, which you ever see, which is a very, very good sequel, where the end of it, the evil villains come up, as he gets to be physically transmogrified. He's morphed into this horrific animal-like being, right? And the last thing is, he's lifting up this plate, which is where he kept this other mutant before. And he lifts up this plate, and he lifts up his head and he cries to the world, right? That's his comeuppance, right? So, he has to live in that disgusting body. So, Israelis often look at me that way. They go, oi. Like, I can, oh man. Yeah, no, don't you have to navigate Israelis is an important part of living in Israel. My father, when he was like, okay, Herrenberg, I see you're raring to go. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Hey, okay, I'm going to bring you on for a second just to say hello, because you're very excited, right? I'm going to bring you on for a second, and I'll tell you what the game plan is. Then you're going until I caught up with the chat, okay? It's not going to be for a while. I'm a bit slow at this stuff. Okay, everybody, this is Herrenberg.
Hello.
Hey, Rabbi.
Yeah, wait, one second. I've got them on full screen. Yeah, this is why I didn't understand them that much. This is weird to me. Yeah, this is weird. I find this strange. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm looking forward to talking to you, because I have no idea. You're having a lot of fun with this stuff, and it looks a lot of it looks very cool. I like the comics work; looks very, very good. I do agree, but I can't wait till you all just say. Is there anything you would like to say before we do anything else?
Oh, we're eager to talk about our video series and our comic book to the audience, and we're wishing you a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! And let me tell you, everybody, they are. I mean, it take me a while to get them on. They are very, very eager. So here's the plan. I'm doing a little overview of what we're talking about tonight. I'm going to say hello to everybody in the chat, read the chat, and then the chat's going to decide. We have 3 stories. You're one of them, right? We have you, we have Grant Morrison, and we have Sylvester McCoy, right? We have those 3 stories, right? The chat will decide which way we go, okay? Everything groovy? Okay, sliding off. Fine. So that's Herrenberg. I can't wait to hear their story. And they're doing some very cool stuff. They are doing some very cool stuff. But they're doing stuff I don't understand. I just don't understand it at all. But it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. This is a stream that you're gonna want to be part of. Okay, this is definitely a stream you're gonna want to stay for. This is gonna be crazy. Fine. So we got the Herrenberg story. We got the Sylvester McCoy story, which is that's gonna say that's a media. It's like a 10-minute chat. It's kind of funny. I gotta find it first, and then we can watch it. And then he's not saying what he thinks he's saying. Sylvester, bless him, bless his dear heart. And we know you're screaming, commie liberal. It's fine, groovy. I love you, Sylvester. Like, I love you, Doctor. Our politics differ. I respect his outlook. I respect your outlook. I respectfully disagree, but we're gonna look at it. We're gonna look at that thing. And then we got the Grant Morrison story. Grant Morrison as showrunner on Doctor Who. That's an interesting idea. Like, I hope it's more like the Invisibles Grant Morrison, or like one of those. Like, that's great. I like the Invisible. Some Grant Morrison stuff I like a lot. Actually, a lot of his stuff I like a lot. Brave New World, his TV thing, freaking awesome. I'm gonna say, still the best thing. Still the best thing this year. Coffee. Yes, definitely the best thing this year. So those are our 3 stories. 1 second. Let me bring a spoon. Oh, I can use this fork. There we go. We have a fork. And give my coffee a bit of stir. And then we're getting to you in the chat. Ooh. Yeah, so Autumn Rebellions, how are you? So good afternoon. You can't wait to listen to this while I'm working on this on the computer today. Well, there you go. I hope you've been entertained. What's that? The Gladiator. Are you entertained? And he like slaughtered like a bunch of people. I want the bloody Dalek DVD going to hashtag. What's the bloody Dalek DVD? Okay, are we talking about the new? I think I still Time Lord Victorious DVD, and leave a comment. Everyone else should do the same if they want. Good luck. That DVD actually looks quite good. They haven't given a price point for it, which is the real question. It's like a 7 DVD set. It's not small, and it's a good. Listen, if you want to give anybody a package who's just got into Doctor Who and a package of like really great classic Doctor Who with one great David Tennant story, this is a good package. So I recommend it. Fine. Disaster, how you doing, the Doctor? I think I figured out the connecting points for the Victoria. Yeah, it's that first bloody book. Okay, idiots. The first bloody book basically ends with the Doctor wanting to destroy this species called the Katura, right? And I haven't read the book. He wants to destroy. The book's only 176 pages. And I know it's so short. I would have bought it and read it for you. Not read it to you. I would, although... Problem being, do you want to do that? If you're in the chat, problem being, do you want to do that? And then we'll put it on the channel. That'd be fucking awesome. That'd be awesome. Will we get a copyright strike? I don't know. I have to ask Chris Persia, okay? Chris Persia pending. If problem being wants to do it. I think he's got a great voice for that. Oh, yeah. I hope he's up for it. and then, maybe we can monetize it somehow. I don't know how. We probably can't because we'll get in trouble. So what causes there's something that makes it possible for the Doctor to go back to the dawn of time, which they reveal in the freaking Dalek problem room, escape room, which is just annoying and stupid. Popcorn Revenger, huzzah! How you doing, sir? Does anybody else say that? But they say hello to you. Yeah, it seems right. Popcorn Revenger, huzzah! Because there's so much revenge. They don't. They really should. Because I think that's the there's like the hidden accent on name, like huzzah! You got to do that because you are. There is much to avenge in pop culture, and we will avenge them. Yes, I think my kick my Indiegogo is coming up. I think my Indiegogo is coming up because I got 3 books. I can do as a bundle. I got the new one, Crown of the Empire. I got Biblical, which is freaking good. Here's the thing. Here's what I need to do. I need to do a new cover for Biblicals. That's why right now I'm doing my wife's my wife's birthday present, which is where she lights candles. Every Friday night. There's a little blessing, she says, but it's like she's older now, so it's much smaller. So she wants a bigger one. We tried before. I did this other piece of art for the kitchen, which we just renovated, right? And so I'm doing another piece to like kind of match that. And I'm like, I got till Friday. Okay, I got till Friday, get that done. Started today. I made a good start today, so I'm quite happy about that. I think I can finish it tomorrow and then like make it even better the day after. A Cafsot? I don't know how to pronounce your name, mate. How does one endorse a candidate accidentally? Oh, it's really funny. That's funny. Wait. Let me get the chat. Then you decide. The chat, decide. It is 7:44. At 7:44, when I get to the chat, then I will know if anybody's putting anything. 7:44. As an adverts, Time Prophet says, Lord, nearly a heart attack. Had this open in another tab. I'm sorry about that. I actually boogie away when I play my soundtrack in the background. I wish you could see my cat. I do get excited. Fine. McCoy's Instagram's here. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're going to be talking about. McCoy's got but no, we're not talking about this yet. You're being naughty. I didn't tell you the rules yet. Okay, fine. I'll not even watch Doctor Who. Yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend it. But I'm saying, okay, let's say, but here's how they fluke it, right? They bring in a producer with a red pen to say no, bullshit. None of your things that pushes people away, right? None of that. Yeah, none of those little no, they're gone. Okay, bring a producer and I'll do that. Bring in Paul Cornell as your head writer, right? Paul Cornell as your head writer. You oversee the season. You get co-write. You basically make Paul Cornell your bitch, which he essentially is. He listen, Doctor, that the watch party thing, the tweet-along, he basically sucked your dick. He became your I'm demonetized. He basically became, hey, good news, Herrenberg, we're demonetized. Okay, that gives us a lot more options. Yeah, Paul Cornell basically sucks his dick, right? You know, like in public. Yeah, he became his prison bitch. Use him. He knows what he's doing. He can write a decent story. And I think, you know, and then basically bring Jodie back for that last episode and then tie everything up. Blow up one story, and then you say you've won, right? You've won. Hey, Chibs, I wish you're listening to this. Somebody tell anybody who's like the haters, somebody tell Chibs, you can win, okay? I'm giving you the win, you know? And then nobody can say shit about anything. Because, look, let's face it, behind the camera, only us care, right? And we know that makes a difference. But it's only us who give a shit. You know, it's all in front of the camera. That's why they're so into tokenism, right? Stein Prophet, how you doing? Yeah, so you wouldn't even watch. You know that because you're Jamie Tipton, 1, how are you? Evening. Will the next Doctor be called the 14th or the 40th? Who knows? I think if they open with the Doctor who's Doctor, she's just the Doctor, right? Just the Doctor. That's what you do. Well, yes, he's basically still is now. Yeah, he's basically still is now. Atticus comic, yeah, like he's an Atticus comic. Who's made a few bob, right? He's an Atticus comic who's made a few bob. He's a grandfather. I don't begrudge him any contradictions in his personal lifestyle, right? I don't begrudge him at all. You know. Oh, by the way, who was it? I saw somebody in the chat. I looked at the YouTube page for a second. Somebody in the chat, was it Derek McManus? You have a thing they won't let through. I have to approve it. I'm not approving it. We'll get in trouble. Naughty. No potty mouth in the chat. You know, it's not the Scrubs, mate. We'll get in trouble. This is YouTube. They got delicate sensibilities, right? This is the genteel folk. You can't. You say no, none of that. Leonie Davis, how you doing? Andrew Goff, how are you? Are you related to Councillor Goff, the renegade Time Lord? Did I miss it? Skip. Did I miss it? No. Who else have we got? Blue Planet. The Blue Planet is a nice planet. A really good Big Finish fleet is called Blue Planet. What's it called again? Blue Planet Rising. Colin Baker one. Blue Planet, something or other. It's a good one. Soldier 66. How are you, sir? Mark Malkovich. I'd rather just restart killing off Jodie and regenerate her into a really good. Listen, I would rather do that. But I'm saying they could even claim victory, right? They could get away with that. And you know why? Because the middle ground will be like, okay. And that's who you got to win over. You need that middle ground. That's why Trump's going to win. Because right now, the middle ground is like, you are crazy to the people with flames in the street. Yeah, Biden, you can wear a mask as much as you want. You're still not going to be president. It's not going to happen, mate. No matter what the polls tell you. Listen, I might be wrong. I hedged my bets last time. This time, I'm really sure. I could be wrong. But, I don't think so. I don't think Biden's got a hope, you know. You must be doing well. Anyway, you must be doing well. You are getting a lot. Hey, I love it. Yeah. And here's the thing. You've got to stoke it every now and again, otherwise they get bored, right? If you just like a they go, I left them alone for a little bit too long. Problem being poked them the other day. That helped me. Yeah. But yeah, I want to do a podcast, like we'll serialize Time Lord Victorious. Let's get Problem Big to do it. Freaking awesome. I think it's a great idea. I bet we can talk him into it. Yeah, I bet we can. And then we can hear it without having to read that boring crap. Fine. Okay, chat, what do you want me to do? Am I doing are we going Herringberg? What do we want? Herringberg. I'm rooting for them because they're right here. I can see them. Herringberg. Are we doing Grant Morrison, or are we doing Sylvester McCoy? You let me know in the chat. You and me, round and around and around it goes. Where it stops, that nobody knows. Although, yeah, there is a lag. There's a really significant lag time when you ask something to when you see it in the chat. You expect to see it instantly. Like I would expect to see it by now. All three, really? Yeah, no. You could choose one. That was the plan. Hi everybody, Tracy Thomas. How you doing? What do you want me to do, Tracy Thomas? Do you want me to do? You're going to decide, okay? Are we going to do the Grant Morrison story, the Sylvester McCoy story, or the Heroinberg story? The Heroinberg story looks freaking interesting to me. I'm telling you now. Hi, everybody. Baby Yoda rules. Baby Yoda rules. Okay, that's nice that Baby Yoda rules. What story are we doing? Otherwise I'm going to choose Herringberg because they're right in front of me, okay? I'm going to give it another 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Sylvester! Oh, sorry, Amber. We got a vote for Sylvester. Okay, well, I'd basically next vote will clinch it. I will start looking him up. How about that? This is a quick story, though. Here we go. Sylvester McCoy. But did everybody see my thumbnail? Here, let me just show you my sheer egotism because I love my thumbnails. Here's the thing. I think I learned this from my mother, right? If you have a bad a character, we got 2 for Seville. We got 1 for Grant Morrison. I think we're doing Sylv, okay? I think we're doing Sylv, right? Okay, we'll do that one. Here we go. Yeah, we see that. There you go. Let me just show you my thumbnail, which I can show off. That aged badly. Mandy Gill's wit and genius on full display at the Regent's Club. She is so dumb. That girl is so freaking dumb. She's dumber than dumb. She's the dummiest dummy ever. Like she said, I'm not making this up. I'm not exaggerating. She says, there's a lot of people who watch Doctor Who, you know. I found that out. Really? Did you? And look at that expression. That was her expression whenever she was asked a question. A deer in the headlights, like, what? I don't question. I don't know. Hey, that's her. She's dumb as brick. I mean, God, she is a dumb dummy. Okay, fine. So there we go. Let's find Sylvester McCoy. So yeah, check out that video. So best where is it? McCoy. Bum biddly bum. Woo! That's for him. Looks like him. Yep. Here we go. So wait a second, Sylvester. We'll get you started up, okay? And there you go. I can hear you going. Yeah, once.
Beloved Americans.
Okay. So Sylvester is made here. Can I make this bigger? There we go. Does that fill the screen there? There we go. Okay, there you go. Look at that. I'm like I'm proficient. So Sylvester, bless him, he's going to make a political appeal, right? A political appeal. But we're going to analyze his words, which I don't think he did. Start at the beginning.
Beloved Americans.
Now, okay, he's 100% right there. I think he loves Americans. I think he loves everybody. I think Sylvester McCoy is a genuinely, deeply loving person. I really do. I think he's just full of love for him, and I think that's what motivates him. That's my impression. He's also one of the most wonderful, fantastic clowns. And I mean that clown not in a bad way. I mean it in as the artistry of the clown. He's so good at it. He's inventive. He's clever. He's dark. He's mysterious. His doctor is fantastic. And I think he's a very decent person, right? So before I take the piss out of him, that's my opinion of the man.
Register to vote.
Okay, so he's now, because he's saying register to vote, he's clearly talking to the African American community, right? Because there's a belief that if more black people vote, then Donald Trump will lose. This isn't actually the case. Okay, what's really going on is this: there's the more black people that vote, the worse it is for Biden, right? In my opinion, because Trump has got a historically large amount of the African American vote. He's got a lot of them really excited because his policies are very, very. I would say he is the most pro African American president of all time by his actions. Because his prison reform bill, the way he's targeting tax reform to relieve the lower levels of society as well, which is just, I'm just looking at, if you hate him, that's fine. He's my boy, Trump's my boy, he's good to Israel, I have his back. So yeah, that's where we are. That's just where we stand on the matter. We disagree, and if and it annoys you, you're welcome to come on, I'll discuss it with you. Listen, don't let any political differences divide us. That's what I say. But there we go. So let's go back to what he's saying. Oh yeah, so I was saying the idea is to say they want to get African Americans out to vote. They don't. They want to reinforce the idea to white Americans that Donald Trump is racist. Right? That's the strategy. That will motivate white Americans, white liberal Americans to go and vote, because right now they're not motivated. That's the strategy, right? So you're saying go register to vote, because there's an idea that black people don't know how to register and they don't know how to use phones and they are mentally inferior, right? The liberals genuinely believe, and it's incredible when you talk to them. You can't believe it, right? And you talk to them, they say, well, they don't know how to use phones. And what? I've seen something, I've seen people say that. It's crazy, right? It's just like, because they're disadvantaged. No, you're a racist. So white people, so that's who he's motivated. So go to vote.
And those that have registered, vote. You must vote.
And again, Sylvester, I agree with you entirely. I think the more people vote, the better. And more people that vote, the better. But here's a bit that's the real clincher.
This is the one time when you have the power.
Yeah, he does. He's 100% right, and he has no idea what he's saying. This is the time when this is the time the Black American vote has more power than it's ever had before. I'm going to tell you why in a second.
To change power.
Yeah, no. If they got power, to change power, not in the way you're thinking.
Bye.
There you go, Sylvester. Sylvester, I love you. Absolutely love Sylvester McCoy. 1 second. So anyway. So here's the deal. The African American vote, the black vote, has more power now than ever before. Because here's why: they've been enslaved to the left wings. They've been enslaved to the liberals, and the liberals have not served them. That's just the truth. The reason Donald Trump has over double the African American support than any Republican president of all time, and that's before the whole Brexit thing happened, which is kind of huge, right? It's the reason it's happening is because specifically the African American community has prospered under Donald. But not only that, they know the Democrats take their vote for granted. They don't campaign. They don't do shit for them. They give them entitlements, but they don't make life better. Yeah, life under Democratic governments is bad. That's just the way it is, just the way it is. And so, but they're enslaved to the left wing. If the Black American vote swung to Trump, swung to the Republicans, and put themselves in play, actually put themselves in play, that destroys the Democrats forever. Yeah, I think if the Democrats get less than 80% of the black vote, they've lost. I think that's basically how it works. It's crazy. So, and that's really that might be in place. So, look, Sylvester, this is the time that the Black American vote could have supreme power. They could say, one time, we're going to vote Republican. One time, we're going to vote Republican, and our votes up for the best bidder. And that's the way. That's the way to bring a community into affluence, right? And it's not bribery. It's they're saying, listen, let's play ball. Who's going to be best by us? And not best by us in the short term, to keep us as a lower income community. Who's going to be the best to bring us into be the affluent part of the community? I think I always liked in Mad Men. There was a scene in Mad Men. It's funny. I found him strangely honorable a lot of the time. Pete Campbell, who's a real slight sleazebag, also strangely honorable when it came to race relations. He saw the African American America as like this incredible untapped market, right? You know, it's just this incredible untapped market, and he wanted them to get richer, have the American dream, have that, do it. Because why? Because you buy shit, and you buy shit, everybody's freaking happy. Right, that's really, it's the truth. If you buy shit, everyone's happy because people have more shit if you buy shit. And yeah, listen, I'm all for a social conscience. Yeah, I'm all for a social. If you ask me where I am really on any issue, I'll be like, I'll go with the biblical. Look, what's the best type of government? Right wing, left wing. I believe so. I'll go for whatever the biblical thing. The biblical outlook for the economic system is essentially a free market economy, but it resets itself once a generation, so you don't get generational wealth, which I think is a real problem with capitalism. I think it's probably the biggest flaw of capitalism is generational wealth. If the idea of life is to be the best person possible, somebody born into generational wealth is born into a massive handicap. It's just, you got to be a stronger person to overcome that. Martin Carlin, how you doing? So there you go. That was that is a Sylvester McCoy story. It was a quickie. What are we going to do next, chat? You tell me. Let me just catch up and see anything. Do you reckon May still win? Nah, Biden hasn't got a chance. Biden hasn't got a chance. I mean, he might. Listen, miracles happen. I actually do believe in miracles. I've witnessed miracles. Miracles happen, but that's what Biden needs. He needs a miracle. And I think he needs a bigger miracle than Trump experienced. Trump experienced a genuine open miracle. There's the idea of miracles, of redemption. It happens very fast. And it's called Olam Afuk, when the world turns upside down, right? And I've seen that personified a few times, right? So the last time was in the 2016 election, where I saved the graph of the New York Times had this graph, and it was started at one point, Hillary Clinton's chance to win. It was up here, right? And Donald Trump started to win it here, right? And you saw, then I went, this like made an X as they went, as they chant, they went, what? Yeah, and it was, you saw the world inverting. That I believe is a miracle. I think I witnessed a miracle, So there you go. Fine, listen, the chat saying Grant Morrison. So we won't take long. Let me just remove that. There we go. Share screen. This is your favorite publication and mine, Radio Times. They're talking about Grant Morrison doing Doctor Who. So this is definitely, a fluff piece, right? 100% a fluff piece. Or is it? I think the Radio Times has the most inside track, right? I think they know when things are coming down the pipe. I think they may go, look, what we scoop. I wouldn't be surprised. Listen, it's a great... If Chris Chibnall hires Grant Morrison as his head writer, it's a great grab. It's a great hire. It's one that will win back the fandom that it's lost. Not all of us. The mid-ground, it's got to win them. You get a new Doctor. You got to get rid of Jodie. She's gone. Got to redesign the TARDIS. That's gone. It's gone. It was crap. Bring back Capaldi's one. It doesn't matter. They bring back. It was horrible. Have a do the Doctor Who's TARDIS. That was a much better. Yeah. It's horrible. And but Grant Morrison one. It'll be a smart hire. It'll be totally be a smart hire, wouldn't it? Fine, so let's read the story. It's a fluff piece, or is it? Brave New World writer Grant Morrison reveals he pitched a couple of episodes of Doctor Who. I should really try and get in touch with him, see if I can talk to him about Brave New World, because I freaking love that show. I'm also trying to find, I still found a number today, the Jessica Brown Findlay's representative, not her number. I'm going to call her. I'm not stalking her. No, her agent's number. I really would love her to come on for an interview. Because honestly, I'm just going to be nice because I really, really like that show. Although I will tell you, I didn't really notice her performance till the second time I viewed it because she's too beautiful, and that's just she just stunning. So you really, and like you just stare at her because she's just so beautiful. But she's not beautiful in the same way that Freema Agyeman is beautiful. Freema Agyeman is like, oh my, it's like statuesque. Yeah, what's it? She like the other one, Jessica. She's more like, except more like human being-ish. You know, it's like, man, she's stunning. So the last lot of time, I'm just like, my eyes dilate. So the second time I watched it I've seen it twice. It's a damn good show. Second time I watched it. I saw her performance, a bloody good one. So a very, very good one. She's fantastic. Really, really love the show. Plus, she's stunning. Okay, the comic book and TV writer has revealed he's a big fan of BBC sci-fi series and has a whole new season worked out. That I find interesting, right? That I find very interesting. Let's I just highlight that. I was looking for it. Here we go. Writer and playwright. Oh, let's see one of his plays. Who penned Sky One's latest adaptation of August Huxley's Brave New World, has revealed that it pitched a few episodes of Doctor Who and has a whole season worked out. I wonder when he pitched it, right? I wonder when. I bet it was in the 80s, right? I bet maybe it was back in the Cartmel era, which is a shame we didn't get him. Screenwriter who's written for DC Comics, Batman, Green Lantern, because now he's such a high-profile writer. It would be insane to turn it down. Well, that was kind of insane to turn down, Jonah Hill, wasn't it? He was a pretty high-profile writer. I would have liked it. Who knows? It's Chibnall, though. Chibnall's more. Flash, as well as TV show Happy. Happy was good. I prefer the comic book and Doom Patrol. I spoke to tech writer about the shows that inspired him, mentioning BBC's long-running sci-fi series Doctor Who as a key title. Fine. In recent times, I've always loved. In more recent time, I always loved Doctor Who, and I particularly love when Stephen Moffat was writing Doctor Who. He began. I can see him liking but because again, he's very meticulous, a writer who constructs very beautiful puzzle boxes or plot. Yeah. Okay. Citation. I'm going to say season 6 wasn't. Season 6 doesn't stand up in the writing on second viewing. It really doesn't, because it doesn't make so much sense. You go, what? Ganger? Who? Why? If you start going why to things, everything falls apart. But it looked pretty, right? I mean, listen, the whole like silence thing, and the pyramid, and they like they're in the water, that whole thing. That whole thing, look, they look freaking cool. The eye patches, everything looked cool. Just didn't really make much sense, right? It was just kind of stupid. Although I like the whole resolution of that in this last story, which not many people liked. But I was actually kind of into that. Fine. In more recent times, I've always loved Doctor blah 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 blah. When asked why hasn't he written an episode, considering his history of inventive storytelling, he replied, "Well, it kind of did happen. I did pitch a couple, but it didn't work out. I wonder when." He continued, "Oh, those days! I've got whole season worked out, so I'm sure it'll happen eventually." So those days, it must be when he was young, right? It must be during Cartmel's time. That's what I'm thinking. It sounds like, still, wouldn't you love to see a Grant? That would have been awesome. A Grant Morrison, Sylvester McCoy story. Probably would have been for the season that didn't get made, which is a shame. But never mind. One second. Fine. Let's keep. Sherlock creator Stephen Moffat began writing for Doctor Who in 2004 before taking over as lead writer. Well, yeah, I guess he can. I mean, it's for the 2005 season. Ross Lee Davis, 5 years later, during Matt Smith's tenure as a Doctor, and Capaldi stepped down as lead writer after Peter Capaldi's last series of the Titch Time Lord 2070, which I freaking love that season. Okay, great season, man. It was a great season, apart from Bill Potts going, "Oh, I like me a bit of snatch. Oh, can I have some clam chowder? Know what I mean? Oh, because I'm a lesbian now. Oh, I like girls. Did I mention I like girls?" Yes, Bill. Yeah, my God, could you just go and masturbate and get over it? Oh, my God. Maybe she's not gay. maybe she's not gay and she's just like covering the like her insecurity. Really? Because other than that, other than that, and anything else egregious in that, I can't remember. I don't think so. I think I really like that season. I think I would. I'd love to see another Capaldi season. I've always said, this is my fantasy of what to do to save Doctor Who, right? Rather than the reality that it won't. Is do a year of do the eighth, do a 3-part 8th Doctor story or 4-part 8th Doctor story. No, 3-part 8 Doctor story, 1-part 9 Doctor story, getting back for one. I bet you can do it. A 3-part Tennant story, like a special for Matt Smith, and then a 4-part Capaldi story, but have each one of them end at the same point. I end at the same point of convergence, where they have a big special and they reboot the Doctor. That's basically my plan. Yeah, well, that would be awesome. Because I think the season that I would love to have seen for Capaldi is them trapped in the 1970s with Unit. Right? I think that'd be freaking awesome, like a different unit. I wish they would do a big finish. It'll be great. I'm there for one story. The Broadchurch creator Chris Chibnall took the role. Oh, Broadchurch, God, don't you wish you never thought of that now? Oh, it wasn't for Broadchurch, we wouldn't have this Doctor Who. Season 13 of Doctor Who, which is set to... this is what I thought was in it, which is set to be Jodie Whittaker's third series as a Doctor, is due to begin filming this month or next. So wait, let's look at the date of this, right? October 5th. They said 3 weeks ago now, 3.5 weeks ago, filming is going to start in 3 or 4 weeks, right? And now they're going to be this month or next. They've now extended it another 6 weeks. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Morrison's new So Brave New World starts down to now with Jessica Brown, Finlay, freaking awesome, and Game of Thrones Harry Lloyd, also freaking awesome. Inhabitants of New London, a descriptor and blah blah blah. It's fantastic. Go watch it. The character trailer, blah blah blah. Okay, Brave New World. Yeah, definitely watch it. Fine. There we go. Where am I? Gotta go over here. Okay. Where am I? There we go. And I'm back. Okay, let's have a quick look in the chat. And then it's good, guys. We're gonna first thing, look, give me a thumbs up if this is okay with you guys, okay? First, can I take the audience through your website and go so you can see my journey into your world, and so they can know my questions, they can understand it. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if that's cool with you guys, okay? There you go, thumbs up. Go, thank you. Fine, so we'll do that. Biden is alive. He's fine. I think he's running. Oh, problem being good. I'm glad you're here. Got a freaking awesome idea for you. Okay, I'll have it sent to you straight away. If you want to do a book on tape of Tyrone Victorious, it's only 176 pages. It's only 176. I think you do a book on tape of it. We'll slice it up into a bunch of podcasts. Maybe put it over all our channels, right? And you've got to go to all our channels to get it. Maybe put some sound design on it. I reckon that'd be freaking cool, right? You on the Type 40 chat? Anything happening over there? So anyway, it's 176 pages. I really think you should do the book on tape. I think you'd be freaking awesome at it. Look at that. We're seeing content being created at the time. Okay, speaking of content. Firstly, I'm shaking things up on the channel a bit. So I record a show tomorrow night called Video Vault, where we talk about movie, and then we decide what movie we're going to talk about next week. So I used to record it on Wednesday nights, then post it on Fridays. And then I'm going to do it as live tomorrow night. It's going to be live tomorrow night, and then on Thursday somehow, because we've got to do the Doctor Who. I got to work out with Noel when he wants to do the Doctor Who Comic Con thing. He wants to do it right then, or because we got to, I'm supposed to do. I have 2 game shows I record that night, and it's a lot of fun. We got this sci-fi question of sport game show, and we got a comic book improv. It's going to be called the Big Comic Book I'm renaming it. It was Comic Book Improv. Now I'm renaming it to the Big Comic Book Pitch. The Big Comic Book Pitch. So we record those on Thursday night, and then I'm going to edit them and drop. I'll drop one on Friday and one on Saturday. So but there's a lot more live content going on. So that's cool. Good. Okay, fine. Let me get this website up. Here we go. Share screen. Okay, so these guys got in contact with me when I said, look, I'm looking for what's it called again? Comic Skater. I want to have more Comic Skaters on the channel, right? And they said, okay, great, no problem. So they got in contact, and this stuff looks kind of cool. And I tell you, this website's look good. I like the animation of this. I like the artwork. They're kind of sexy. They're kind of. So I'm like, okay, I'm in already. Fine. So there we go. Where is it? It's over here. So I start looking at it. I see season 1, season 2. I'm trying to comic book video store. So I'm like, video store. That's what the hell. I guess I'm going to see it. So season 1, I go to. Okay, you all with me there? Okay, so everything's intriguing me right now. And then I get to see it, and it's like, yeah. It just, it's these things. It just, I don't really understand. And these things cost money. People like they're $8 a piece. I like. Okay. So we got the creators here. They want to come on for ages, and they look really interesting. So I'm going to invite them on because I don't understand. So here we have the creators of what was it? Herrenberg, Manny, and sorry, who are you?
I am Herrenberg.
This is Herbert.
You are Herrenberg. Okay,
yes.
Fine.
And this is the creator of all the interior art and lettering for the comic book. His name is Benjamin Zeus Barnett, but you can just call him Zeus. That's easy.
Okay.
Yes, Zeus. And Zeus also plays one of the main villains in the live action series as well, because we're both a video series and a comic book.
Yeah. Okay. So the comic book looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
The live action series, there's no other way of saying this. When I first saw it, I was like, well, this looks like very cheap porn. And I don't know that. I was like, and when I say cheap porn, I mean cheap porn so cheap that you don't want to watch it. I'd rather not. Thank you very much. And I don't mean that bad, but that's like, yeah, what's going on with this? I don't understand. And do people buy them?
Yeah, definitely. We have an audience of people who download it throughout the world. We have 17 episodes available. We're working on our 18th right now, and it's basically a low-budget superhero show. And it's based from our love of superhero TV shows from the 60s through the 90s, from Batman, Adam West, all the way through Xena and Dark Angel.
You're having a great time doing this. I mean, it's great. I say, good for you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Each their own, I guess. So what? How did you start this?
It kind of started in back in the 70s and 80s when we watched these original TV shows. Like I said,
so what were the TV shows that you loved in the 70s?
Back in the 70s and 80s, we liked shows like Batman, Adam West, Isis and Shazam Hour. Wonder Woman, Bionic Woman, $6 Million Man, Buck Rogers, Battlestar Galactica.
I love Buck Rogers.
Yes,
I love Buck Rogers. It was. I have to tell you. Buck. I'm a Doctor Who guy, so I watched Doctor Who. But I'm glad we had video because there was a lot of. Okay, so listen. This was basically what I remember. I went from Nicola Bryant to Wilma Deering to the Queen Draconian, and it was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time for a 12-year-old. It was a time of awakening. I would say often a time of hardening.
Aaron Gray, Princess Colonel Deering, Princess Ardala, etc. Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. So So we liked all those shows, and we were also discovering comics. So the first comic book that we bought in regularly was George Perez's New Teen Titans, which introduced
that's the one with the big T for the building, right?
Raven, introduced Raven, Starfire, and Wonder Girl. And
that's cool. I like it.
We also bought Marvel books like Dazzler and X-Men with Kitty Pryde.
Right. Yeah, I got it.
we also bought lots of indie books like Elementals and Whisper. The indie companies that were around in the 80s and 90s, like First and Malibu and Kamiko. So
I remember First had the American Flag. I used to love American Flag.
Yep, Howard Chaykin.
Those are great.
Howard Chaykin, yeah. So, but if you can find those, they're freaking awesome. Yeah. I'll tell you, he should do an Indiegogo of like a collected edition, and he'll make a freaking mint, like an artist edition. He'll make a freaking mint on that. Howard, I wish I could tell you. I wonder if he has the rights to it. Sorry, can I ask you, do you have a trailer here we can look at?
Yes. You go to the video. You go to what is it? I'm sorry. Episode. Yeah, you go to that one right there, and you can click on season 1 or click on season 2 because that'll show you the newest trailers.
Okay.
There's trailers for episodes 13, 14, 15, and 16. Just going straight down. I'm sorry, 14, 15, 16, and 17.
There you go. Here it is. Episode 4.
There's 15. Yeah.
Fine.
You can see the primitive CGI that we're using, and all the action.
Good. Yeah, I'm into it. This is pretty good. This is fun. Okay.
So the meteor explodes above the city of Pittsburgh and gives all sorts of women powers. Some of the music for good, and that's Arctica using her power. That's Red Gina. That's a villain. That's another villain transforming into her costume. That's a villain who's hypnotizing people. That's and there you just saw Benjamin Zeus Barnett in his villainous outfit. She's choking a villain there. There's a fight. Yeah. So
okay.
So that's episode 14. Then we have 15, 16, and 17 as well. You can show those if you feel like it.
It looks like an extension of a cosplay thing, right? I mean, is that what it is?
So it's not cosplay because
it's not cosplay. I think it's like the next step on.
It's the next level beyond cosplay. What if cosplayers created their own characters and started a series?
Yeah, that's exactly what it seems like to me.
When we show our stuff at conventions and when we sell our comic book, the actresses come along and they are in their costumes and they're not cosplayers because they're the actual actresses who appear in the show. So it's a little like getting to meet Chris Evans or Scarlett Johansson, but just not as famous,
Okay. Yeah, no, it's not. Look, I always liked it at conventions when I would go by. Who was it? Like the schlocky movie. Was it the one with Toxic Avenger, the Troika? What are they called again?
What are those called?
Trauma.
Because they always had like hot girl scatly cad there, and it was just fun. It was like a fun time going there. Problem being, thank you, everybody. Was it Herringbird channels there? So everybody go and go and stuff these guys. Okay, do you want to watch another? We'll watch another trailer. Let's have a look at that. Here we go. We'll go for.
You can play the newest one. Oh, okay, play that one.
That's the newest one. Okay, one sec. Here we go.
Newest one is 17. 17, the bottom.
Here we go.
There you go. Yeah, that's Gardenia there. There's Zeus. So that's the woman with the wind powers, ice powers, the bee with the stinger. Her name is Devora, by the way. That's a Hellfire with her fire powers. And that's all the wonderful art by Jason Wright, who is a colorist.
Well, yeah, the art's great. I love the art. It's great. It's great.
So the cover art is by Jason. He is currently coloring the last issue of Metal Men with Shane Davis right now.
Oh, very cool.
And all the interior art, and here it is by Zeus. Yep. I'm sorry, I'm covering your face, Zeus, but there's
show the art.
Yep, there's the interior art.
Go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm. And the back cover is by Marcel Walker. He's a local comic book icon, and he drew. That's his girlfriend who appears in the series, and he drew her for the back cover. That's Jania, the Arabic superwoman. She's actually a Christian Arab, Lebanese Christian Arab.
All right, very cool. So anyway, so what can we like? What can we plug for you? There you go. What can we plug for you? That's what I was trying to work it out there.
Well, there's basically two things. We have our video series, which are downloads people can download from the website,
right?
And we have our comic book, which is you can order it directly from the website with one button click, but you can also find it now in 75 stores across the continent of North America and a couple in New Zealand, and there's a store in Israel, Kamikaze.
I know it very well. Very well.
Shout out to Ori, who sells our comic book in Israel on Dizengoff Street. But we have 75.
I've been there. Yeah, I know it.
Yep.
I know it.
We have 75 stores selling this all across Canada and the U.S. And so look out for issue 1 is available all over the place, and issue 2 is coming out in the winter. And even before that, episode 18 will be coming out around Halloween. So.
Okay, very good. Well, it's haslacha, as we say in Israel. Yeah, good. Well, everything works out. And it's very cool. Listen, guys. So listen, everybody, click on over to the website. Go and check it out. Go and sub the channel. Listen, you guys look like you're having fun. Problem being, I just sent you a link. Do you want to come on? We got a few more stories to go through. I thought
Zeus has something. Zeus has something he can show too. He had created a very unique item here.
Well,
I see a very unique. I think.
Yeah. When not making comic books, I have a tarot deck, like a fortune-telling tarot deck.
Oh, very cool. I know how to read tarot. Show me the deck.
Oh, okay. Cool. Boy. This one it includes. It's called the Saturnus tarot deck.
Yeah. And make your screen big so you.
Okay. All of the figures on it are figures from the history of magic and mysticism and alchemy and the Hermetic tradition, and so
Kabbalah too.
Kabbalah included. So here is my Emperor card. I hope you can see this.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Featuring
Solomon. Good choice.
And to acknowledge the role of Masonry in the history of the great work and mysticism, we got a Hiram Abiff down there.
All right.
You with me?
The King of Tyre.
Yes. And okay, for coming on this show, and since it's based out of Israel, I'm focusing on some of the Kabbalistic ones.
Okay.
This is my Rambam.
Very cool. Wow, it really is cool. What was that? That's the Prince of Salt. Nice.
So
interesting card you gave for him, Prince of Swords. I think that's a good idea. I do like that. Came out very nicely.
Maimonides, yes.
Etc. So I don't know.
So one more.
Here you go. Since you're a Brit,
I'm
a Brit. John Dee and Edward Kelly.
Okay, well that works.
You dig? You see what I'm doing?
Yeah, let me dig it. Listen. I am always happy when I see girl on girl action wherever I find it. I'm not. What's the word?
You must be reading my browser history.
Problem being, how you doing?
Hello. Very well. Very Discordian.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
I like it.
Right on. Thank you.
A little Crowleyan.
Yeah, a bit of that. I got Robert Anton.
Hilarious.
And
show us one more. Then we got to press forward with the other pressing news of the evening.
Okay, one more card. This is my Empress. I showed you the Emperor before.
Yeah, what's that? I'll make it big again. 1 second.
All right. This is the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans.
Oh, I like it.
Nice.
So if anybody wants one, you just hit me up on Facebook, Benjamin Zeus Barnett, Barnett.
I'll tell you what. Put it in the private chat. I'll put it in the chat for people to put the link up. Okay.
Thanks, bud.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on. Listen, Go and check the stuff out. I like the comic stuff. The TV stuff blows my freaking mind. I can't get my head around it. I look like having a great time. I wish you every success. Okay.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for coming on. How you doing?
Great, guys. I'm good. How are you?
I am good too. I'm just trying to look up the other stories we've got here. First thing I'm going to do is check ahead. You know what? I'll just browse with you guys. All right, 1 second, so you can see what I'm doing as I decide to do it. I think this is the one. Yeah. First we'll check out Radio Time. There's a couple of things I want to look at. I'll see if there's any new stupid news on Radio Time. But it's always the place to go to look for stupid news.
Do you want me to put the Benjamin Says Barnett thing on there for you?
Oh, could you? Could there be one?
I can do that.
Well, anyway, June's release date. Okay, fine. Who cares? Nothing's coming out. Tom Baker will join Time Lord Victorious project with new Dalek adventure. Well, I guess we've got to read that. This is breaking news, isn't it?
What's breaking news again? What? Tom Baker will join
Time Lord Victorious with new Dalek adventure.
Oh, that's new.
Okay, Genetics of the Daleks serves as a prequel. Doctor Who Escape Room Experience. Oh, piss off. Man. What? Fine, I'm reading it, but I'm going to be pissed off as I read it. Okay, this is a wonderful thing with Tom Baker in it. You want to go and look at it? Do you like it?
Member berries.
Let's have a look. Wait, 1 second. Tom, hopefully it'll be shit. Let's read.
Well, did you see the? I just came in from Type 40. Was it the Type over 40? But yeah, they were doing a stream, and they were showing that there's now going to be a Time Lord Victorious Blu-ray.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it. It's a good Blu-ray.
It's just classic episodes, isn't it?
It's just but it depends what the price. If they're doing it cheap, I would snap that up. I would snap.
Really? Why?
They're doing it cheap. Well, it all depends on the price. It's a great collection. Fine, let me pull that up now.
Just seems like another cash grab.
It's a great collection of stories. What are you talking? It's a fantastic. If somebody's getting into Doctor Who and they want to put the toe in classic Doctor Who, this is the collection to get. Right?
But what's it going to do with Time Lord Victorious?
Nothing.
I don't get it. Yeah, exactly. I just don't get
it.
Why not just call it
They've been
greatest
trapping Jodie for 2 years. They've been trapping Jodie in an elevator. Yeah. Have some mercy on them. They want to sell anything. They're like, I'll suck your dick, please. Anything. I tried to explain
sloppy seconds. I'm sorry.
What?
It's sloppy seconds.
Well, that's what I was saying before. Like, Chris Chibnall should just this year make Paul Cornell his bitch, right? Just make him head writer, okay? And he's in charge. Paul Cornell's the bitch. Yeah, I mean that's what he should do. Wait 1 second. See the American, seeing as you're from Israel and you're a rabbi from another planet. Is Israel on another? No, I came to join you upon this planet. 1 second. Just see. There's notes in there. Okay, but we're just saying hello. Thank you. Thank you for taking care of that for me. There you go. Fine. Yeah, like, listen. Yeah, again, what was it? Paul Cornell basically became Chibnall's prison bitch, happily this year. He'd use it, for God's sake. Why not? Well, you can get him out of trouble.
We're talking about someone who is a writer who says that canon should be kicked to the curb.
Yeah, look, I don't care. It'll be. I got to watch this shit anyway. It might not be as bad. Yeah, none of it's real. Just make it go by quicker. Make it not as shit. That's real. I mean,
if they spent more time focusing on making Doctor Who good again, rather than this expanded universe of what used to be good, what people remembered it to be good at, things would be so much better. It's just like, look, you're overcompensating.
Chibs, you can't write, okay? Sit down. We got to talk.
It's a plagiarist. It's a blatant plagiarist.
It's okay. It's okay.
He can't even plagiarize, right?
Yeah, listen, you can take Paul Cornell. He make him give you a co-credit on everything, right? Because he has to, because he's your bitch, right? He'll do whatever you tell him. right? Make him give you a co-credit on everything. Say it was your idea and he helped. He was your assistant, and just that's it.
Yeah.
And you stop making shit, and you get this smell of shit all over you, right? I mean, listen, the entire entertainment industry is about abusing other people. So do it already. God, he offered himself. He basically offered his ass to you. Oh. Didn't
the
he?
reeking of desperation. It is a reeking of desperation.
It really was. He wasn't even asking for a reach around or anything. He was like, hey, I'll just have it. Really?
It's sloppy
rude,
seconds.
sloppy.
Yeah, I know.
Fine. That's what it is. Okay, fine. Doctor Who's expanded more about what we're doing just got a little bit more epic with Tom Baker's False Doctor will be joining the fray. Yeah, it pisses me off for now. Tom Baker will star in a new audio drama, Big Finish, Genetics of Daleks, which can be enjoyed as a standalone story, but also forms part of a lot. Oh God, now I've got a Big Finish. Mother, you might buy something new. You cocksucker. Let me see who's writing it. Okay, you sucked me in too many times.
Yeah.
Much like that's just what Chibnall said to Paul Cornell. Fine.
Allegedly. Covering all bases.
Oh, mother.
And there we go.
Okay, who's writing this shit? Oh, mother! It's a good writer. How much? Now you tell me. You pain in the ass. Really? Okay, let's read about this. Breaking news, folks. The rabbi's pissed off. How much? Okay, just how much? $8.99. Fine. Let's see. Click it. Let's have a look. See how much they're gouging at me now. Fine, $8.99. Fine, bastards.
They really knew it.
You got Tom Baker on there with the Dalek, written by somebody who knows what Doctor Who is. Okay. Oh, Tom Baker is the star in the new Time of Victoria's audio drama, Genetics of the Daleks. Tom Baker will join the fray in the series multi-platform Doctor Who adventure in an all-new audio cast drama. Okay, so basically this is the audio track they recorded for the escape room. They also did it so you can release it as a thing. Okay, fine. Basically what it is. It's like this. There are 10,000 humans in stasis aboard aboard Starship Future. 10,000 humans expected to wake up in a distant planet, their new home. But 20 years.
This sounds like the Ark in Space.
Could be.
It's the Ark in Space with Daleks.
I could be. Although, by the way, I'm pretty convinced. That the what's that? The one of the worst Matt Smith episodes in the first season he was in. What's the one? The one with the guys, the turners, the faces that turn round, and the
Starship UK or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The whale. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that was going on. That was the exodus from Earth from the that they were doing from that ended up the Earth being empty by the time they got to Sontaran experiment and Ark in Space.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they timed it so it worked out. Genetic has been created.
Oh, you mean when they used to think about these things?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what it was.
When canon was a thing.
Like that. But 20 years into the journey, Starship Future takes on board fuel, something else, something that's been waiting, frozen in space for a long time, something malevolent, something with a plan. Unless the Doctor can help, where it looks like the people of the Starship Future have no future at all. I like to play this escape room. This sounds freaking awesome. Genetics of the Daleks has been created in partnership with Escape Hunt. Why didn't they do a virtual version of this? Idiots.
Money.
But they would make money. This is one of the first virtual. This would make money. Listen, okay. Here's what you do. Again, the only thing I think that people use virtual reality for is porn, and I don't understand it. If you can point, the camera at people having sex, you can point the camera at Tom Baker, or you can point the camera at whatever this escape room thing is going to be, right? You can film it. Like, why not? And then you're there.
Right. I mean, who does escape rooms in the middle of a pandemic, really?
Yeah, exactly. Make it like a home experience. Idiots. Actors on Baker says, did I miss something?
Even a sort of 3D point and click,
Exactly. They could really do it. You could do an online version. They could actually make money out of it, schmucks.
I mean, they've done something similar already, like a couple of times, haven't they? So why not?
And can we do it a prequel standalone? Okay, fine. And can we enjoy it either as a prequel to the experience or a standalone adventure? Fine. Okay, so then they had Nick Briggs obviously record a few bits they used or something. I don't know. Axelon Baker said of monsters in of all the monsters in Doctor Who, I've no doubt that the Daleks are the most successful. Well, obviously we all know that. And this is a story. This story is really good, showing why. You see, it's fine. I'm buying it, bastards. They say the best for last. Like you got me on board with your Drek. Okay, it's coming out in a few days.
This is coming out in a few days.
No, the first time of Victorious ones are coming out in a few days. I'll tell you that in a minute. You will see even a solitary, seemingly dead Dalek is a deadly enemy. But after a while, old enemies can become old friends. And I'm very fond of these villains because without them, I couldn't win. Okay, and be the hero. I have 2 Daleks by my bedside. They become my closest friends. I look at them and I'm filled with a warm glow. Baker. Okay, I can't do his voice. Usually it's on December 10th. Yes, I'm getting it. There's also stuff. Pippa Hayward, Clive Mantle. Oh, okay, Nissa Thompson White, Andrew James, James Cosby, blah blah blah. The thrilling to see the 4th Doctor blunder into Time Lord Victoria. So, Time Lord Victoria. I mean, it's a good story there. I just wish they did it right.
It's been really mismanaged. It's been bungled.
Right. Okay,
I really think they're scrabbling.
I will go on Amazon tonight and I'll send you the book, right? You just record it and put some sound on it.
I could do that.
And you could do like a chapter. You could do them in chapters, and I think people like it. And I think it'll be good for all of us.
Okay, give it a whirl. Why not? I've got a TARDIS sound design already.
There you go. I reckon it'll be good. Fine. Let's see what's going on in the chat for a second. Did I miss anything?
What does the chat think?
At Svila Betkin, and then I went to scroll it, and it just jumped like 10 minutes. Like, why is it do that? I feel like anything with the Jodie logo. Like, yeah, I hear it. Although the Bigfoot chat, they do reversible, right? It makes it reversible. They did,
but they stopped, didn't they? They just that's the logo and that's it, isn't it?
No. Here, I'll show you now. I'll show you in 1 second. It's not screen. Is my iTunes open? Yeah, go to iTunes application window. Where is it? It's not open here. Saying cancel.
What does the chat think about Rabbi's idea about me recording some of this stuff?
Everybody wants you to do a lot of work for us. That's what everyone wants you to do. Okay.
I'll do it if there's
everyone's on board. Yeah, fine. Now this should work. 1 second. Share screen. Application window. There you go. Fine. So let me share this. Fine. This is my iTunes. So this is pre-Jodie. So this is post-Jodie. Yeah, this is this. These ones.
If you look at Stranded, you don't get the classic logo on Stranded, do you?
No, because I'll go and look. I can't remember. But here, this is pre-Jodie.
Stopped doing it.
So post-Jodie, they give you this alternate cover. You see, with like the classic, the logo is it rather than the generic, which I kind of like. I like the generic one. These ones are like they always do like era specific. Like it does kind of annoy me because I did like the last design, but like fine, they change once, so change again. It's fine. So yeah, you see like where everything's uniform.
Go to 8. Go to the 8th one and look at the 8th one and the last of the 6th Doctor ones. Do they still do reversible?
I think so. Yeah, 8th. 1 second. Now I've got spinny window. Spinny wheel. There you go. Okay, for these, I do it in chronological order because I'm a massive nerd.
It's a good idea. I'd get completely lost.
So yeah, I think I had to redo this one because I think this one didn't have. I think I did that one.
So I think they might be going that way now. They're sort of phasing out the classic.
Yeah,
one.
Definitely when you get to the Time War stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did.
That's really distressing.
I hadn't been bothered to redo them myself.
Mm.
And Stranded, you only get like this one. There, you only get one of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Time Prophecies, work for free, lol.
We're all on board for you. We all think it's a good idea. By the way, this is freaking awesome. Just finished listening to this. I'll show you I'll go over here and big finish. I'll show you stop screen. We'll go share screen, Chrome tab, big finish. Yeah, genetics of the cover's okay. It's not one of the better ones.
Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it?
Who did this one?
All right.
A bit of production dude. Who did the cover? Tom Webster. He's normally very reliable. He's normally great. Okay, one second. What was I just going to look at? What's new? It came out last month. I'm still plowing through my releases. This is what I have to listen to still. Well, halfway through this is pretty good.
Right. I couldn't get on board. I couldn't get on board with her. I think what put me off is when I heard the multi-doctor story with her and River Song, and it was just them.
No.
Who was better than each other?
This is the only way the character really works when she's in her own series, right? Especially when starting from the beginning. And it develops its own identity. Also, that first run before they revamped it into box sets was really good. It kind of like peaked around season 6, but it was really good because you know what? It was like genuinely feminine and good science fiction drama.
Okay.
It was good. It's everything that this Doctor Who should have been, but failed to be. Totally right. That's exactly what it was. And it's such a shame because it was a template for it, and it wasn't boring. It wasn't preachy. It was actually just very good.
Yeah. Well, it's like the new companion they got in for Tom Baker, the policewoman.
Yeah.
The first story she was in was really good, and then by the second story, all she did was complain the whole time. It was
they do an interesting thing with that character. So I would stick with it. I really like that.
Okay.
It turned out to be as a direct sequel to Dalek Master Plan, which was really and it was really good at it as well. It felt like a full Doctor story doing a sequel to Dalek Master Plan, which sort of thing you would want to see. Anyway, so this came out at this week time. Well, I just finished listening today. I went back and listened to the last story in the previous set, number 3. This was a really good one. So basically, where it starts off, the Daleks have been erased from reality. The time was over. Daleks been erased from reality by a version of the Valiard. You find so that's where you are.
That's interesting.
So then you got this first 2 stories. First 2 ones are called Palindrome, and they play perfectly circular. It's basically Davros Infinite Crisis. Yeah, was it Crisis on Infinite Worlds with Davros? There's all these different Davroses, and the Daleks are trying to rebuild themselves back into reality. Nick Briggs plays the Dalek time strategist, and it's freaking brilliant. He is a tour de force. I think it's one of his best ways because it's a really different Dalek. It's seductive. It's interesting. Then in the third story, you've got Julia Mackenzie playing the 12 or the 13, and she's brilliant. And it really works. And you got that the guy who regenerated into the Black Woman said, "Oh, I hate white men." Right? Remember that? You can see him just on the side over here, right? Also, they recut. Why don't I just hit 1 second? I have a better idea.
Oh, the one with the all that toxic testosterone. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hit 1 second. Stop sharing this. I just got smart.
See, I started listening to Time War. I listened to Time War 1. And I think the boot camp one really just got to me. It was just like, oh god, it was just so cringe.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. Anyway, that one wasn't good. But this So start off with like the thing called Palindrome, Part 1 and Part 2, and it's really weird. Like you have all these like alternate dimensions of Dalek, and then so then the next story is this one. It's set on Gallifrey. Can I make this any bigger? I think. No, I don't think I can. Dreadshade. It's this is like the Daleks start coming back and reality starts reasserting itself. They recast an ongoing character who was in Ravenous, or I can't remember, Doom Coalition. This Time Lord. I can't remember the name of the character. Yeah, I'll see if I look it up. Yeah, I should look it up right here. And it's a really good recasting, but they clearly recasting because they can recast him with a black guy, but he's very good casting anyway. But like it's so kind of like everything about it is so kind of forced right now. The reason it feels forced is nobody's racist, nobody there, nobody anywhere. Not Tamazan.
Yeah, that's it.
Rasmus is now being played by Chris Jarman, and they do a good job regenerating him, because he's still got the same feeling of him before. It's like kind of like a straighter friend of the Doctor from the Time Lord Academy, but still like a friend. And then there's Runcible. Runcible he didn't like, right? He the guy in charge of the vid relay guy, right? That guy, what's his name? Runcible. I think it was, right. So then this story is a really good one. It's the Daleks have returned as Davros, and the Time War starts anew, and it basically ends up with Davros in the place he was when we saw him in Journey's End. So this is a really good little set. I recommend this one.
So it's like a good segue.
No, it's good. And it also ends with a good cliffhanger. Not cliffhanger. They reintroduce a killed off character. That's for I think I don't think it's really a spoiler, because the next set's all going to be. I'll walk you through the Time War set. So they'll say, look at this is the second one, State of Bliss. It was, this is a bit missable. It was okay. It wasn't bad. Again, these are kind of standalone ones. Nothing really major going on. Time Strategist one reintroduces a new Tamazan, who's like an ongoing character. And what really annoying about this set, this is the cover for the set, where it says, like, you've got Michael Jason on it. You think it's going to be the War Valiard all the way through. No, it's the War Valiard just for one story. And he's very good. It's a really good story, right? And I really like, Michael Jason is great in this, and generally when he's in. So this is an okay story, but I was just so mad at this set because it was you had so little Valiard. I was like expecting the whole thing to be it, and it wasn't it. And it was. I think they really missed the trick with that. So I'm still annoyed by it.
Well, I mean, the Valiard is such an underused character. I mean, they really failed to address it in the TV show.
You know what? I might send you like just this episode on its own, because this one's a real standout one. So this one, and you can listen to it on its own, which is the thing. So here, going into this one, don't remember anything about Lords of Terror at all. I do remember Julie Mackenzie. This is actually a good one, Planet the Ogrons. Julie Mackenzie as the 12, and you have a Ogron Doctor. It's really, really cool. It really works. I love that. More Julie Mackenzie as 12. She's really good. Yeah.
Is the 12 the same as the 11? She's just like a new incarnation.
Regeneration on it. And the only thing about this is they have Raki Thankar, I think is her name, as a companion. And it's not that she's bad. She's very good. She's actually very good. She's I would say Sarah Jane like in a lot of ways, right? She's very good, but she's so good. She's in everything now, and she's very overused. Like I hear her a lot. Joan, I remember being reasonably good. It's kind of forgettable. I don't remember that one at all. And again, this one, the first one was a bit on the nose. Much better though is
does the Time War collection? Do you have to listen to the Gallifrey?
No. That's here. I have that. See, I have things arranged like that. So I have here. One sec. This is the 8th Doctor collection, but here I got it arranged in Do you have the Time War? Yeah, Time War. There you go. This is my time. So you got. I go through all like the War Doctor ones. All of these are excellent. All the War Doctor stuff is freaking awesome, right? The first
you're gonna have to give me a list of how it goes in order, because I have no idea.
I would go range by range. Like this was the first of the range. It did basically, everything kind of starts over here in the War Doctor. Then you got Gallifrey. This was I got out the Gallifrey season after this. It was I was like, it's missable. It's basically it was all going to be like Trump derangement syndrome. Kind of scary. And this was the good one where they brought in like everybody. They brought in like the war, anything with the War Master in. I will get right. I like the War Master. Susan's War, freaking awesome.
Listen to that one. Yeah.
I'm going to predict the next box set. It's going to be Susan and the Eighth Doctor because of who they're bringing back. Then
I think the last story of that one was really, really good.
Yeah, it's just a really good set. Then it goes into the War Master. Only good just as like an introduction to it. It's really good. And then you got this thing.
I listened to one of those. Yeah,
they're all but he's so good at this thing. Rage of the Time Lords is the least of them, I think. Anti-Genesis is freaking awesome. For Anti-Genesis is absolutely awesome.
That's the one I listened to.
Back to the Genesis of the Daleks.
Yeah.
And they got the Mark Gatiss Master in it. Here we go. That's the Time War set just gone through. There we go. So there you go. Stop screen.
So which is your favourite Time War set?
Still War Master #1. Here, let me see. So where would that thing about the new video, new DVD, Blog to Who? I'm going to try Blog to Who be listed. That Time War Victorious set. Doctor Who's normally quite good at getting information up. Not yet though. Apparently, they got about the Tom Baker story, but they don't have. What's it? Doctor Who merchandise, maybe.
I think it's on Amazon.
Amazon.
Some blurb on there.
All right, well, I'm going there. Amazon. Doctor Who Time Lord Vic
Van Glorious.
Blu-ray. Really?
Unknown 289 says, I'm not going to be listening to Stranded though. Listen, I did, so you don't have to. It's a bunch of feminists talking about paying bills and getting the rent in and telling the doctor to stop being the doctor. It's just
about right.
Ludicrous. Ludicrous. And saying, "Oh, we're worried about him. He's so stupid. Oh dear, yes, isn't he stupid?" Oh God.
There's a Doctor Who Blu-ray. I'm on CO. I'm on COIL. That's UK. Hang on, Doctor Who Blu-ray, and I'm going to do newest arrivals. Should be there. No.
Oh, because I know Dan pulled it up.
Yeah. One second. I'll try again. Time Lord.
Just Google it.
Always looking in video. DVD and Blu-rays out. Now we're going to search. Nope. Okay. So where did I see about it? I think I saw it on Facebook. Okay, fine. Now I'm looking on Facebook. I'm going to do time.
Great marketing there, BBC.
Yeah, great. I mean, I'm trying to feature a product. Was that not a bad one? Freaking idiot. Make me crazy. God.
Right.
Yeah, how hard? I mean, like, really? You make it hard.
This is why it failed. This is why it's failing to ignite anybody.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't even find anything on it.
Oh, post. It should be finally okay. Oh, fine. Doctor Who.tv found it.
Right. Okay.
Hey, bloody asses they are. Here we go. Okay. Fine. Again, this is like, please cut us in. People are buying this. So we got the top blah blah blah. Time of Victoria set. Just let's go through the stories on it. Planet of the Daleks, freaking classic. I hope they're doing the one with the alternate new special effects. Genesis of Daleks, freaking classic. Deadly Assassin. Oh my god. State of Decay, freaking awesome. Curse of Fenric. Runaway Bride. How's Runaway Bride tied into it? Is Donna in one?
Yeah, Runaway Bride. But I mean, where's the Dalek one with the Sylvester McCoy one? Where's that? That should be in there.
It's not there. They actually should. The Remembrance of the Daleks. They put Curse of Fenric instead because they wanted more vampire stuff. But let's
Right.
now I'm going to click on the Amazon link. Now it pops up. Pain in the ass.
Don't order from Zoom, by the way. Their customer service is rubbish. They didn't even reply.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, like, and again, it's like £22. This is a bargain. This is a freaking bargain. How many discs is this? Also get bonus booklet. It has to be minimally 7 discs. This is a freaking bargain. Strong record. Okay, this is a good Christmas present for a kid who wants to get into Doctor Who. Right? This is, I mean, I'm hoping they're giving them the best versions of these. Freaking bargain. £22? £23?
Well, I suppose if you haven't got it in glorious Blu-ray. Yeah. I mean, like if you're already collecting, if you're already collecting the Blu-ray discs, I mean, it just seems a bit arbitrary.
No. If you're already collecting, I agree. But if you want to buy for a kid getting into Doctor Who, this is the set to buy.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it would make. I don't see.
Look, I mean, stories. You got Planet of the Daleks. Really. Planet of the Daleks is just pure classic Pertwee, right? Like with Daleks being Pertwee, with Daleks. Just, and who's the companion in Planet of the Daleks? Is it?
The trouble is with Planet of the Daleks, you really need the story before it, don't you?
No. You're thinking no, you really don't. You really don't, because that's I always thought that, but it's kind of a standalone. I mean, just like there's a cliffhanger that resolves. The Ogrons, but again, it's fleshed out, but you don't need it at all, right? You kind of need it if you just watched Frontier in Space.
Yeah.
But then you got Genesis of the Daleks, like one of the greatest. Like again, imagine a kid getting into Doctor Who gets this set. This is the perfect set to get.
I just think the Time Lord Victorious thing on the cover, with that artwork on it's totally irrelevant to. I mean, I see what they're doing.
It's a shameless cash grab. It's a shameless cash grab, but. It's a really good one. And this one I would recommend. Like this, it's a good price for what it is. 7 great stories. It's like you normally pay what? Minimally £10 a story, right? Minimally, I'm normally like 15, especially the cover's good. It's an eye-catching cover. It's well designed. It's a good-looking cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all bound to fate, please, there, problem being.
Again, I'm just so jaded by the whole thing now. It's just like, Time Lord Victorious. I see this as like the padding to kind of. This is the reason why we're doing it, and these are the stories that filter into it. But it just, if they don't tie that in properly, it just seems a wasted opportunity.
It is. Listen, it's massively, and all that would have taken to change everything would be a 1-hour audio production of essentially that retells bits from the first book, and that way, and like hype it, maybe make artwork for it, like hype the release, put it out chapter at a time, make it a thing. And, and then you'll be like, let's say they put it out a chapter at a time as an audiobook, right? Like, or
how about making Time Lord Victorious the TV show? Why not? Why not just focus on making the TV show great?
If the BBC Studios could, they would. So listen, again, okay, fine. So you've got Genesis of the Daleks, you've got Deadly Assassin, you've got State of Decay. This kid, his mind is blown now. And he's got Curse of Fenric. It's like, what the hell? This is crazy. And this is a great.
But the Curse of Fenric vampires have got nothing to do with the great vampires from Time of Law.
You're 100% right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, one second. I'm just going over Big Finish while I'm trying to catch up on. I'll go back there. What's new? And it's like I got to go back to last month because they're all coming out this week. Hang on a second. What's new? Go back. So Dracula's War, I'm kind of interested in, and if I ever have time, I'll go back to it. But I'm still so I'm halfway through this. If you get to Bernie Summerfield, like from the this is really a Bernie Summerfield story with the Doctor as a companion, and it works because Davros freaking awesome. This is absolutely fantastic. It's basically Claudius with Davros. Like, and it's like
I've listened to most of that. I haven't listened to all of it, but the earlier stuff.
Let me know if you want. I have those. Callan, can't wait to listen to the second set. So I got 6 discs to listen to so far. See, I think this. Let me see how many discs there is in this. I think this. Yeah, 1 second. Production. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, still got 7 discs, including that. Plus, I got this. What's the one? This one over here. This excellent one, this half-hour excellent one, which I'm trying to get to tonight. Plus, I still got the Last River Song series, which I never even got to, and the Robots, which I got to catch up on as well. I
find her Big Finish insufferable.
What's that?
I find her Big Finish stories insufferable. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. I can't argue with that.
The short trips, I don't like having it read to me like a novel. I don't like that formula. I like it as a fully cast drama rather than as an audio book.
No, the River Song stuff is audio. It's all.
No, I mean the short trips I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I like Jake Dubman's take on it. Jake Dubman's normally pretty good, and I'm intrigued to hear what his excellence going to be like, because I liked his Capaldi. I think he got the essence of Capaldi while getting the rock voice, like, not like him at all.
There's a really good fan drama, isn't it? Fan audio with the 12th Doctor and the 9th Doctor, isn't it, on YouTube?
I think so. I don't know.
That's really good. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on YouTube, and it's really good. Like, the voices are pretty good.
Yeah, one second. I'm just scrolling through the chat, see if anybody is saying hello, atting me or anything. If you did, I missed it. What was I going to say? Fine. So yeah, what was your movie? The DVD. I think the DVD is a good Christmas gift to a kid who's interested in getting into classic Doctor Who. Okay, my next, I think what I'm doing tonight is I'm going to finish. Hopefully,
Heroenberg, or.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, let me throw you up, guys.
Just message you.
You're
welcome.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. That's very true. Is there anything else, guys? Let me just have a quick look at all the any news sites.
Well, there was I guess I missed your earlier part of your stream, but the big rumor that they started filming again. I just don't buy it.
That's not a rumor. Shut up.
I just don't buy it.
They started filming. They're leaking that instantly. I know it's possible because they say they can announce it at Comic-Con this week. That's totally possible.
Yeah, I just don't believe it.
Listen, they're gonna have to jump one way or another. It's wherever they jump is where they're gonna jump, but they got to go one way or another.
Well, I mean, it kind of is in the middle of the lockdown.
Your problem being is you're still shackled to logic and reason.
Oh yeah, there is that. Yeah, sorry about that.
But, you see, like it really could be that crazy. So I think tomorrow I'm going to drop a review of Starcop. So I just finished catching up on that. Now I'm going to review all 4 in one review, and also the Time War 4. And then tomorrow we're doing was it Video Vault?
Yes.
And it's going to be live. So please join us.
We'll be doing the Italian job, the original
job. I got. I'm pretty sure what we're doing next week. I got 2 movies I'm going to suggest, and I can't imagine you're going to go for one of the. I hope you go for the one that you're not going to go for, but I can't imagine you are.
Intrigue.
And it's not Pacific Rim. I have to wait till.
It's not Gravity, is it?
Yeah. So yeah, come back for that, and then we got to work out. I got to talk with Noel about when he wants to do the stream for the Comic-Con, because that's supposed to be at what time? 6:40 UK time. Yeah. So listen, that's right in the middle where we're doing the game show streams. So I'm going. So if we can start at 5. And then push and be finished by 7. We can go straight into it on his stream there. Basically, I just need to talk to him, find what whatever he wants to do.
It's a busy time.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to break up in 2 streams, we'll do that. We'll do whatever it is. So that's going here. Let me just check Bounding into Comics. I looked at the Doctor Who news site. We looked at Radio Times. Nothing stupid going on, so can't.
They haven't said anything stupid for the last 24 hours, have they?
Not that I know of. New Swamp Thing motion posters hint Alec Holland could have a future in the Arrowverse. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Jamie Foxx is returning as Electro. You out your mind? God. I'm coming back to more crap things. Star Trek Discovery sees ratings boost in 18 to 49 demographic with debut of 2nd episode. Well, there you go. It's not quite as terrible as it was last week. I doubt it's good enough to save you. Robert Downey Jr. planning Sherlock Holmes cinematic universe for HBO Max. Yeah, no.
I'll just say that Dan Hadley from the Space Book is starting up a new podcast for Blake 7.
Yeah, he's threatening. Do we have a launch date for that?
I can't remember what he said, but I got a preview of it, and it's sounding pretty good. It's got my reimagined theme tune that I did for the podcast.
See, now I do the one you did for Noel. Have you started Fury from the Deep yet?
I have, yes. I watched the first episode. I watched the first episode and I watched the second one with the commentary. And that was quite interesting what I was saying about diversity and putting it in the classic. I
haven't seen it. I haven't seen the commentary.
It's interesting.
I tell you, these new stories, this Faceless Ones, Macro Terror, has a whole new, much darker dimension for me for the Second Doctor now.
Definitely gives a new perspective on him.
Which I'm really kind of enjoying. So that's good. Fine. Okay, so we did that. Nothing's really going on over there. We talked about dancing. Okay, I think we're done. I think it's time for me to go have dinner. Probably, is there anything you would like to address?
Just to say that on Twitter, if you go and look for Doctor Who Unwoke, he's posted up a link. I did put it in the chat earlier, but it's a link to a re-edit of the 12th Doctor's last story. My brain's gone dead again.
Twice Upon a Time.
Yeah, he's done a re-edit of that, fan edit of that, and I did a little bit of a CGI thing at the end, and it wraps up the stories, to completely remove the current era.
I've done that as well with my copy.
Yeah, go and check this version.
Yeah, so the quiz is on Thursday.
There we go. I won't be back to reprise my winning streak.
I know. Toz Truth is joining me. I don't know who's joining Noel.
Who knows? Maybe I'll be on his team.
And then I need to find. I got one guy joining me for comic improv. I would like to get another one, but I think we can get it going a bit faster this week. My idea was 30 minutes, right? That's what I'm aiming for. Came out like
that's good.
An hour.
It's good fun. Good fun.
It was good fun. Fine. Is there anything else? Fine. I'm going to hit the end broadcast.
Daniel Leach is now doing a live talk about Beware's fan audio. So go and check Daniel Leach's channel.
Daniel, can you put a link to the stream in the chat? And I would like everybody to go straight over there, if you could, and go and get.
I'll do it.
Let's move to Daniel's channel. Fine, and I'm going to. I think I'm going to take a shit and then have dinner, which is a bit of an interesting combination. I'm not going to do the two at the same time. It's something I don't recommend. Fine, I click the end broadcast button. It says, "Am I sure?" Yes, I am sure. Always be sure with your actions. I'm going to click.